flag out of Auckland, New Zealand, by way of Christchurch, New Zealand, here is Brad Quake Riddle! And your referee in charge of the action is Herb Dean.
It's a different kind of tension when friends are fighting. And these guys are pretty close. You know, they had conversations when this fight was offered about the merits of fighting each other, and there was no obvious other option.
But I like the way they both just said, yes, let's do it. Listen, we're both on this path. Yeah, we were friends, but we were never that close. Let's be honest, you know what I mean?
And this honestly, fight clock, excuse me, Daniel, is brought to you by Modelo.
And honestly, like training in Thailand, they said that because they were names, they didn't have to go hard because the guys that were on the side that were trying to make names for themselves were going hard in the very next round. So they were kind of touching.
But I tell you what, Brad Riddell does look in the best shape I've seen.
He's big. His back looks huge.
And cut. And when Brad Riddell left his job as the Muay Thai coach at Tiger Muay Thai, Rafael Fiziev took that job. Inside leg kick early for Riddell.
Took the leftovers.
Riddell, not unlike his teammate Dan Hooker, who is in his corner tonight, has had to deal with a lot of obstacles in trying to get good training in, given the landscape in New Zealand.
And honestly, found a lot of faith in the team, right, John? Because he said they were getting chased around and the media was behind them, but they just kept finding places to get together to get what they needed in order to be successful mixed martial artists.
You know, going back to that training environment years ago at Tiger Muay Thai, you know, when you're there, because I've spent a lot of time in Thailand, you got fighters from all over. You know, and you fly in there and you stay there and you're training every day and you do build a camaraderie and a brotherhood, so to speak, and you do become friends. But as I said, it's not like your childhood best friends, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
you're buddies, you stay in touch and all the rest of it. But then if you're on this path and you're both trying to be the best in the world and the UFC say, hey, you're fighting this guy, I love the way they handled it. They said, yeah, sure, okay, let's just touch base with one another, say, may the best man win. And maybe I'll see you at the bar afterwards.
You know, you look at Jizziev, and maybe it's the shape that Riddell is in, but Jizziev looks small compared to Riddell. And he's not as tall. And he's like, looks like he can make 45.
And a little tentative as well.
Yeah, not what we're used to seeing from Jizziev up to this point.
But, I mean, you heard the power on that.
Yeah, both guys have landed some nasty body kicks early. Both 10-1 coming in tonight.
And if you want to see a standout performance from Fiziev, I mean, the stoppage of Renato Moicano, I mean, that was up there with one of the best.
Oh, man.
Fiziev doing a good job of countering.
Well, Max Holloway and the UFC have teamed up to put on the first UFC Invitational Warzone tournament. Watch your favorite streamers compete for the ultimate prize, $25K, and a VIP trip to UFC 269. Tune in for the stream. It is live on the official UFC Twitch channel this Thursday, December 9th at 3 p.m. Eastern.
That is one game or one thing that I am terrible at in this world. Oh, my God.
Call of Duty?
Warzone, Call of Duty, any of it. I get killed straight away.
I'm beating Max Holloway in Call of Duty.
This is pointless.
I'm beating Holloway.
Well, you need to get a life, Daniel, because you're a grown man. You're 42 years old. What are you doing playing video games?
Playing with Max Holloway.
I'm just anxious trying to work in a promo when these two are throwing haymakers. Everything hard early. Under 2 minutes here to go round one.
Yeah, I mean, that right hand from Riddell there, some power.
Riddell's got to be very careful when he enters with his combination because Fiziev counters with a high kick. Very hard skill to pull off, but he's hit him in the arms 2 times already.
Riddell briefly giving the southpaw look a moment ago to Fiziev.
There's that counter again, the counter right hook every time from Jizziev. But he's got to be careful because that right hand of Riddell is kind of finding the mark.
Jizziev looks so calm and patient in there. Look at his face, just fainting, moving. Like, it's all those little things, Mike, that happen inside the octagon, just like the fight inside the fight, the traps, those little feints to try to draw out the reaction of your opponent so that you decide what your attack's going to be.
Yeah, you're right. You can see the composure. Whereas on the flip side, Riddell looks a little
tense.
Tense. There you go. Good word. I was going to say a little stressed out.
Body kick starting to pile up for Jizziev. Riddell's jab has been sharp tonight. Oh, beautiful combination from Riddell late in the round. Round 2 next.
Move.
Once you use the decision, follow on. Right hand. Second turn. Stool.
UFC 269 is 1 week from today. We will close out the pay-per-view portion of the year in style. Charles Oliveira and Dustin Poirier for the UFC lightweight belt. Plus the GOAT Amanda Nunes meets Juliana Pena for the women's bantamweight crown. UFC 269 live next Saturday from T-Mobile Arena in Vegas. And yours for purchase only on ESPN+. Eugene Behrman works very hard to prevent us from being able to hear his corner advice to Brad Riddell. As far as Nick Lentz's advice to Jizziev, Michael, feels like Riddell does not like the hands.
Yeah, I mean, Riddell was saying this week that Jizziev has a very offbeat rhythm. You know,
yes.
It's an unusual rhythm, but he said, fortunately, I have a lot of people like City Kickboxing that can replicate that and give me a similar look. And of course, they've also got Israel Adesanya, one of the best kickboxers on planet Earth. Or a mixed martial artist, actually. Let's be honest. He's a dominant UFC light heavyweight, middleweight champion, my word. Man, look at this hand speed, though, of Jizziev. When he lets them go, so fast.
You'd want to see Riddell commit to his jab a little bit more. There it is. When he commits to his combination, Riddell finds success. But a lot of times he'll pop the jab out there, but he's throwing it halfway, almost like he isn't certain it's going to get to its target.
Good start to round 2 for Brad Riddell. Again, switching up the stances, giving different looks to Jizziev.
And round 1 is a very competitive round.
Very close.
Yeah, Jizziev just, his combinations pop off the page because he's so fast.
Neither man, I mean, there's been 1 or 2 shots.
Oh, he cut him, look at him, he cut him with that elbow.
Yep.
Nothing too flush.
Step in elbow.
Yeah, split him wide open.
And that last little combination along the side of the octagon, Jizziev led with a right.
I mean,
right
Brad
elbow.
Riddell looks sharp tonight. This is the fastest he's ever been.
He just landed a massive right hand over the top there.
Yeah, but look
Jizziev
at the
just
blood
ate it.
pumping out.
Riddell staying focused and present despite that massive cut.
That little left hook got his attention, kind of wobbled him slightly.
Nicely placed with a body kick for Riddell.
Oh, look at that, both guys.
Jeez, both landing left hooks there.
They are fast.
Good counter by Jizziev.
Riddell throws that little kick, and when he throws it, he steps in with his combination. It looks like he's trying to throw a front kick, but it's very short. Another combination there by Riddell.
Yeah, it's interesting because Jizziv's cutting off the cage. He's controlling the octagon. But so that kind of blinds the fact that a lot of the time Riddell against the fence is actually landing more shots.
Yeah, he's landing shots.
It's Jizziev that's cutting him off and forcing him back, but Brad's fighting very well against the fence.
Boys are going to need some Motrin in the morning. Under 2 minutes to go, round 2.
And you're right, DC, that gash is massive. There's the first takedown attempt.
Doesn't appear to be in a terrible place, though. Not trickling into the eye at all. Oh. That won't help. Well, both guys a little bloodied and battered as they both forecasted. Nice short right from Jizziev lands, now a body kick.
Jizziev has got some real technical skills in the stand-up, man. He's so sharp, nothing's wasted.
And the footwork's awesome. You see that anytime Riddle kind of gets off the fence, kind of gets to the center ground, he cuts off the cage, he pivots, he controls the cage so well.
This is what Riddle needs to do. He's got to be more active going forward. Try to get Jizziev on his heels a little bit, opposed to being backed up the entire time.
See, look at that, though. He kind of got the center of the octagon. Jizziev came all the way out and round, got in front of him and forced him back again. Very close.
Unorthodox attack there from Riddle. Landed the left hand. Final 5 minutes of the co-main coming up.
Hey, beautiful round, okay? Listen to me. The hands are there, okay? He can't stop your jab and he can't stop the hook, okay? He's heavy on his front leg, okay? So the leg kick is there. But use your hands and stay focused, okay? The hands are there. Once you get him in here, don't let him off the cage, okay? He only has crazy counters. Look, don't lose focus. Hey, Rafa, go get him. Go fucking get him, okay?
Rafa, don't tell him to do nothing. Make you move. Don't get sloppy.
Great.
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 Don't get sloppy. The eyes are much better. Let's go. 5 minutes. Good work. You need to go, so you're smart.
Okay.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of UFC. They have brought in the ringside physician who is taking a look
continue, but if it gets any bigger, we'll stop it.
at that cut. And they will allow Brad Riddle to continue, at least for now. I like watching Coach Lentz work that physique corner, Michael, huh?
That was nice work. Nice and calm and composed. Good work as well. I like what he said at the end. Go and get it. Gave him some good advice, but it was like, okay, third round.
Dean Thomas, what do you see?
Fight is very close in terms of numbers and what's actually happening. But I think what the difference is the body language. Jizziev just looks so comfortable and he looks so confident. And at times, Brad Riddle looks panicky and a little stiff. And I think that body language is going to be the biggest difference in terms of what the judges are seeing.
Very well said, Dean. It's kind of what we said before, DC, but look at that. Pulls out a takedown, but Jizziev almost up.
That was exactly what Brad Riddle needed. That was beautiful. Beautiful level change. Great timing on the takedown. Got the takedown, and then he let Jizziev go.
Just his second takedown of the fight. He was credited with the takedown there, DC, if you care.
Oh, left hook got through.
That was a takedown by Riddle. Beautiful shot. I mean, he's throwing everything with absolute power now.
This is just incredible to watch and listen to. Oh. Body and then upstairs for Riddle. Jizziev also appeared to land.
Yeah, Jizziev landed the left hook. Riddle landed on the end.
When these guys come together, it's not one punch, not looking to just land one shot.
Correct.
Everything's in combination.
You see Riddle kind of looks off to the side, throws a little misdirection with his eyes, and then attacks. Another takedown attempt. Defended well. I mean, as you said, DC, look at that. Every time they explode in a lightning-fast flurry.
All right, 3 minutes until they resume the friendship.
And this fight is so close. These combinations and these exchanges, they happen so fast. It's hard to... Oh, he's the best.
That is it! Rafael Jizziev
He's still wobbly.
Wheel kick.
Nice job by Herb Dean getting in there after the seminal blow for Rafael Fiziev, who has won 5 in a row.
Yeah, it may have looked a little early, but he was very, very wobbly. We know the speed of
Tricks Resurrections in theaters and on HBO Max, December 22nd, rated R. Here now is Joe Martinez.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes officially 2 minutes 20 seconds.